Welcome back, guys. How are you all doing? So today I got an interesting idea because I think that not only me but also other tattooed people can relate on this little matter that we oftentimes get questions that sometimes we hear so many times that it gets annoying. And so I thought instead of just being annoyed every time I get asked these questions, I should just create this little video which is answering frequently asked questions about tattoos, which are the basic questions so many of us can already imagine, but I thought it would just be much more wiser to answer these questions, and so that people who have these questions can come to this video and get them answered. So I gathered some questions that I have been personally asked a lot, and also I think so many of you can relate on these questions that maybe you who have tattoos also have been asked a lot, so I'm just gonna be sitting here and answering a few of them. So let's just get on with it. The first question, does it hurt? I think so many of you have heard this question, and every time that some of us hears this question, we just go like, because for us it's very, very obvious. And for some people, even if they know the process, they still think about it. So I'm just gonna be giving this answer, which is yes, it does. No matter where you're getting tattooed or for how long, it still hurts. Of course, the pain levels are different for everybody, but no matter the pain level and no matter which spot you're getting tattooed on your body, it still hurts. So question number 2 is, how much does it cost? Also a question I get asked a lot, and also tattoo artists get asked a lot. There isn't just one price for a tattoo. Tattoos cost depending on many things. It is how big you want the tattoo, the placement, and how long it's going to take. For example, if you're going to a very popular tattoo artist, they're gonna maybe charge more than I don't know, a different tattoo artist. Like, it depends also on the place where the tattoo artist is. For example, the city, you know, because many cities have different like hourly cost that tattoo artists take, which is like the average, you know. It depends on so many things. The best way how you can try and get closer to the answer of how much your tattoo is going to cost is if you already know what you want to get and you go to consult with your tattoo artist, and the both of you can come to the terms, either it's gonna take one session or several sessions, and then your tattoo artist can help you out and answer that question for you on approximately how long it's going to take. The only tattoos that have a specific cost are things called flash deals or flash tattoos. Some tattoo shops have this, that when you go into a tattoo shop, they have this little like board that has several designs pinned on it, and those specific designs have a specific cost for them. For example, there's a picture of a tiger and it's gonna cost you 50 euros, for example. But those tattoos always come in a specific size, like about this big or maybe smaller, but they don't go very large. But still, if there's a tattoo on there, it's gonna have a specific price. So that's the only time and the only tattoo that I know it's gonna have a price then and there. But for a tattoo, which is your like specific design you have chosen for yourself or the tattoo artist has drawn for you, sometimes you won't even know how much it's gonna cost in the end. But still, you can get that answer from talking with your tattoo artist. Third question, can tattoos be removed? Yes, they can, but it doesn't mean you have to go and get a tattoo now thinking that, oh, well, if I don't like it later, I can remove it. That's not a good way how to start a journey of getting a tattoo, I'm just saying. But if you have a tattoo and you happen to not like it, you got it when you were a teenager and now it just looks really bad and you want to get it removed, there are several ways of getting your tattoo removed. For example, first off is getting it covered up with a different tattoo. If it's like a small, partly faded tattoo, you can get it covered up with almost anything, but it depends on what you have tattooed that you want to remove, you know, so you can get a cover up of it. Or you can get it lasered off, which is also a painful and costly journey. I have never get anything lasered off of myself, but I just know that it's an option that you can do and many people choose to do it. Or you can end up getting the combination of both. For example, you have a tattoo that is pretty large and dark, and so getting a cover-up is not really gonna help because you're still gonna be able to see it through. So you can get it first lasered off a little bit so it at least fades, and so the next tattoo that's gonna be applied over it is gonna be more visible than the tattoo underneath. So that's an option as well. But the main answer is yes, you can get a tattoo removed. Fourth question is, can I use alcohol or drugs before a tattoo session? And the obvious answer is no, for obvious reasons. I mean, I understand that before getting a tattoo you can get a little stressed up or excited and you want to calm yourself down from that stress, and some people choose to use alcohol for that reason, but not when you're getting tattooed. Definitely not, because not only for the obvious reasons of why it can be dangerous and also annoying for the tattoo artist to tattoo a drunk person, but also it's not healthy in the tattooing region, because when you're drunk you tend to bleed more. So also when you're getting tattooed, it's just gonna bleed more and it's gonna be more difficult for the tattoo artist. You can get sick, like nauseous or dizzy during a tattoo session because you're drunk, because your body is already going through a lot of stress, and being under the influence of alcohol can really just create a whole bad situation. I have never done it, I have never seen it, but I've heard horrible stories, so I just do not recommend it. And also many good tattoo studios won't allow you to get a tattoo if you come in drunk, which will be probably obviously visible that you're drunk. So that's also good, that if you're drunk and they tell you to come back another time when you're sober, yeah, so just don't try it. Don't even think about it, you know? I mean, if you're stressed about getting a tattoo, that's okay. Just do some breathing exercises, or I don't know, drink some water, but don't go reaching after alcohol. Question number 5, can I catch any diseases while getting a tattoo? Well, no, and it is most unlikely, because if you go to a good tattoo studio, to a professional tattoo artist, and as well follow his instructions on tattoo aftercare, your tattoo is gonna heal perfectly fine and you will be healthy. But if you choose to go to a shady tattoo artist that maybe, I don't know, already used needles and does whatnot, then probably you're gonna catch something. So just be aware of these things, choose a good tattoo artist and a good tattoo studio, and you will be just fine. Question number 6, can I get tattooed if I am under 18? And the answer is no. Well, at least most places over the world won't take you in for getting a tattoo if you're under 18, even if your parents allow you to do so. So my advice is just wait until you're 18 and then you can go into a good tattoo studio and get a nice tattoo. So patience is key. Question number 7, what should I get and where? So if you want a tattoo but you have this question for yourself, then most likely you are not ready for a tattoo, because to get a tattoo you need to know what you want, and no one else except for you is gonna know what is the thing that you want on your body tattooed permanently for the rest of your life. So that is something to take into consideration, and you really have to settle on an idea. Don't just be random. It depends on the person you are, of course. I know that there are people that love getting random tattoos and being reckless like that, but most of the people like taking their time on deciding what tattoo they want, especially if it's their first tattoo. So I recommend just take your time, do your research, find what you like, and don't rush it. Because if you want a tattoo and you have to decide today, it's probably not gonna end up being a good tattoo. Even if you go to a good tattoo artist, maybe you yourself won't end up liking the tattoo because it's not something you personally wanted in the end. So just take your time, find a good tattoo artist, talk with him, maybe find a design you like and then proposition that design to your tattoo artist, and they can consult you and help you decide on where to get it, like which placement is gonna be better for the tattoo you want, and so on. So trust your tattoo artist, guys. That's my also main advice. All in all, this is all that I wanted to say and answer. If you have any other questions similar to these, you can freely ask them in the comments down below. I will answer all of them, well, at least I will try. So yeah, that said, leave me a like, subscribe, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!